What is the boldest thing you have ever pulled in school? Senior year, I was failing calculus. Not just struggling, completely drowning. Mrs. Henley had this policy where if you missed more than 3 assignments, you automatically failed the semester. I'd missed 7. My parents thought I was getting A's. I'd been forging progress reports for months. The real ones went straight to my locker, then into the trash. I was supposed to be the first in my family to go to college. The acceptance letter from state was already on our refrigerator. 3 weeks before graduation, Mrs. Henley pulled me aside. "Your final exam is worth 40% of your grade," she said. "Even if you score perfect, you'll still fail." My stomach dropped. No calculus credit meant no diploma. No diploma meant no college. That night, I made the stupidest decision of my life. I broke into the school. Well, technically, I didn't break anything. My best friend Iris's mom was the night custodian. I knew she left the side entrance propped open during smoke breaks. At 11:47 p.m., I slipped through that door wearing all black like some discount ninja. The hallways felt massive in the dark, emergency lighting casting weird shadows everywhere. Mrs. Henley's classroom was on the 2nd floor. She kept answer keys in a locked filing cabinet, but the key was taped under her desk drawer. Basic teacher security. My hands shook as I copied the final exam answers onto a tiny piece of paper. Not the whole test, just enough questions to push me over the failing threshold. I was folding the paper into my shoe when the lights flicked on. Caught you. I spun around to find Mrs. Henley standing in the doorway, arms crossed, looking more disappointed than angry. My mind went completely blank. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, couldn't even pretend this wasn't exactly what it looked like. She walked over and held out her hand. I gave her the paper, feeling my entire future crumble. "Sit down," she said. This was it. Expulsion, criminal charges, my parents finding out I'd been lying for months. Mrs. Henley sat across from me and did something I never expected. She laughed. "Do you know how long I've been teaching?" she asked. 23 years. And I've never had a student break in to steal test answers. Instead of calling security, she opened her desk drawer and pulled out a stack of papers. "These are your missing assignments," she said. "You're going to sit here tonight and complete every single one. I'll grade them fairly. If you can bring your average up enough, I'll let you take a makeup final next week." "But I broke into the school," I stammered. She leaned back in her chair. "You could have given up. Instead, you risked everything because you wanted to graduate that badly. That tells me you do care about learning." I spent the next 4 hours working through months of calculus problems while Mrs. Henley graded papers. She explained concepts I'd missed and bought us both coffee from the vending machine. When I finished, the sun was coming up. "Your makeup final is Friday at 7 a.m., she said. "Don't make me regret this." I scored an 89 on that makeup exam. Combined with the completed assignments, I passed calculus with a C-. Mrs. Henley never told anyone about that night. At graduation, when they called my name, I looked for her in the teacher section. She gave me the smallest nod and mouthed, "I'm proud of you." 10 years later, I'm a software engineer with my own company. Last month, I endowed a scholarship in Mrs. Henley's name for students who need second chances. What she did that night changed everything for me, and I'll spend the rest of my life grateful for a teacher who saw potential where I only saw failure. Sometimes the boldest thing isn't the risk you take. It's the grace you show when someone else takes that risk.